the thing not being on yet. So let's give it a second. That should be fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here at the shop. It did get busy at a few different points during the day, but in general, it's been a pretty dead day. Currently fixing up the picture I just took. I came and took a picture and realized that the stuff on the wall was not, had a big gap in it that I just happened. Someone shopping right now, so I decided to fix that. And in fixing that, really drove home the reason that yesterday I wasn't really upset that we didn't get to show off all the new books, because we've really sold a lot of new books. This is the first week since I've said I've been significantly cutting back that I really feel happy. We sold out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto, and there's plenty more. I ordered a bunch more. We sold out of tons of number ones and single, like we really finally sold out of stuff the way we're supposed to. So I'm very happy about that. Really couldn't be more happy. I want this to be this way like every week. I want 3 or 4 rows of stuff, and by the time the week is over, by the time Friday hits, it's even less. We sold out of Absolute Batman. No, we didn't sell out of Absolute Batman. Oh, see, that guy lied to me. He told me we sold out of it. Hey, Joe, he told me we sold out of it, so I gave it to him at a discount, but we hadn't sold out of it. All right. Trying to decide what I should put up there in that empty spot. I think I'm going to put this Spider-Man reprint that came out recently. But yeah, I really, I don't know how to bring this up. I really have had a rough week emotionally, watching things that I kind of knew were going to happen. Watching people who said they were going to help and promote and really wanted to help us not share like everything that we put up. A lot of people being very positive and nice in comments, but not like buying anything. It's not a judgment. I'm not saying they should have bought things. My point is, this is exactly what I knew was going to happen. People make a big stink about helping and supporting, and they can't. They don't have the money. They don't have the time. They don't see the posts. But it's very difficult when I get an outpouring of support and a bunch of people saying, oh, wow, we really want to help, 3 weeks later to come and see where we're at. I appreciate our hold list customers and our regular customers who did come out hard. I had a dude order a bunch of books. He said, do you have these? I'll grab them if they're 25% off. And I went and grabbed them from the sale and put them aside for him 2 days ago. He came and picked them up today. I had Dave Asiak's on this thing all the time on the live stream. He came out. He bought stuff in the last 2 weeks of the sale. He added a few things in this week's of the sale. He picked up all of his big books that he had on hold and really helped us. Hey, everybody. We're getting that rando factor. But how am I, Ro, is exactly what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, I'm very demoralized. Not that I don't think the store can work. But the point of who's buying books, who's seeing the stuff we're saying. I do a live stream every day, 6 days a week. You're watching this live stream right now, and I've been doing a live stream like this for 4 years, since March of 2020. March of 2020, I have been doing this. And we have less than 200 subscribers on this YouTube channel. All these people who said they were going to move over with us from Facebook onto here when we moved here a year ago. Doc, Joe, Dave, Mark, the same 4 people who were stopping in at the Facebook one. It's a factor of, okay, so I can't trust the internet. I can't rely on the internet, not trust, but obviously can't trust the internet. I can't rely on the internet to send our stuff forward, to put stuff out there, to get the word out. I mean, literally, there are hundreds of dollars of bargains, thousands maybe, in Monday's post on all the manga, you know? No one has reached out to me because of that. So I got to be more community involved. Okay, but how do I do that? The local community, there's all sorts of issues here, which if you're a regular at the shop who comes in, I talk about. I don't really talk about it here on the live stream. I don't see any reason to badmouth the Huntington Chamber of Commerce, except Christmastown, which I will badmouth them for. Um, it's just absurd, and it's like, do I want this level of stress? The sale's doing pretty well; it's helping us out, but do I want this level of stress for the rest of my days? So I don't know. Next week, the big clearance happens. I'm going to have a gigantic 2, 4, 6 shelf, buy one, get one free. I'm going to have 4, let's count it as 6 shelves that are going to be 75% off. Oh, that's cute. You guys found each other in the comments. Cool. Feel free to talk amongst yourself. That's going to be 75% off. And then I'm going to have even more bargains at 25% off. Is it going to, it'll make us some money. It'll free up some space, but is it going to make some sort of I was really in the back of my mind hoping that we would have a buffer of money, or even more than a buffer, so much money that we could get a new system to do people's holds. And again, unless people go crazy in the sale next week, unless we just get Christmas shopping comes hard, people really come out, it's not happening. That's how it be. I find myself intensely during the day going, okay, I can't do anything. This is useless. No one's going to come through. What can I do? What fun video can I make? What thing can I promote? I thought it was really funny. We had the David Harper sketched interview up. You can go read it on sketch.com. It's their landing page. I thought it'd be really funny to put a little Seinfeld clip to promote that. I picked a little clip, it's less than 20 seconds long. I put it up on Instagram and throttled. Not seen, not shown. They don't want everyone to see it. It's owned by Warner Brothers or whoever, and therefore you can't show it. So that sucks. But the sketched people are reading it. The people who are subscribed to that get it in their inbox. They're all passionate comic fans. Nobody came. I didn't get any emails from anybody. I didn't get any purchases, any orders. And again, I wasn't expecting tons. I said this last night. I was hoping maybe we'd get 1 or 2, but we got none. And that is things across the board. So I had a guy reach out. I put up pictures yesterday, which had all those Wally Wood, Wits End, all this stuff in Tony's collection. And a guy reached out to me and said, I want to get that. So if you have fans, I'm like, right, okay, but I know him. He used to have a store here in this town that sold nostalgia goods and things. And I said, you're not going to like the prices. He came in, he looked through everything. He's like, these are not good prices. He's like, they're not unfair, but I'm not going to pay. I'm like, I don't expect you to pay them. I went through everything he looked at. He looked at $700 is how I priced it. Now, again, I'm perfectly willing to admit that in my $700, if you worked really hard and you killed yourself and you went here, and especially if you made a bulk purchase like that, you could probably get the stuff for $500. Possible. Not likely, but possible. I decided that, you know what, most of this stuff has been in folders for 6 months. Some of it I've put out for a year. I will give this guy a huge, I gave him 60% off. I said $250 from priced at $700. Sweet guy, like we didn't fight about this. He was like, yeah, I can't do that. It's like, I would go up to $200, which I think is more than I should pay, but I would go up to it for you. But I looked at him, I'm like, well, okay, and I put it away. And he was fine. He was fine with it. He wasn't upset at me. But like that's almost everything. Everything that I've done, I meet someone, I try to help it, and I'm not unsympathetic to the idea this guy has to sell it. He has to do work. He has to find buyers for it too. He might disagree with my prices. I'm not upset about that. $50 is too much for him. Fine. Really fine. But it means I can't rely on these things. I can't rely on someone emailing me and saying, hey, that looks great. I know it looks great, but I also know that you don't want it. Right now, 2 of those action figures, those Marvel Legends that we accidentally purchased, are up on eBay, and they end in about 3 minutes. So I'm hoping that right now they'll get sniped up, because where they're priced right now, I'm going to lose a couple bucks on them. But it's good. I'll get good ratings, and it'll help the eBay the more I sell on eBay. So it's fine. I put up the other 2 action figures that are left. Not worried about it. But I can't just shift to being a giant eBay store. I can't go and start collecting everything we have here and putting it on eBay. Or can I? we'll see. This is the beginning of a whole new direction, right, Joe? Anyway, I'm gonna actually go check on those listings as they count down on eBay. Tomorrow we'll review the whole week. Hopefully, it'll be like last Friday. I'll have a bunch of people in the shop wanting to take advantage of the sale before it ends. They'll crowd out, and we will end the week because right now we are above last week. The manga sale has done better than the single issue sale. So hopefully we will stay that way, but not a lot of hope. All right, until then. I don't know what that please is in response to. So until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.